In a recent video, I talked about my winter layering strategy.
You're gonna be a little cold in that first mile, but once you get warm, you're gonna be thankful that you actually dressed for that 10 degrees over. But I have a really simple formula that's gonna help you out.
And as a refresher, that is gloves before sleeves before pants. I'll link to that below so you can watch that. But today I want to talk about what you do when it gets truly Arctic. We're talking like frostbite conditions. This little glove liner that I like from Smartwool, it's just not gonna hack it anymore. It's too thin, it can't keep you warm. What do? I go to a mitten. I actually put that Smartwool glove liner underneath a thin little mitten cover. And that's because that traps the heat in. Instead of each finger trying to heat itself individually, you're benefiting from all the fingers sharing the warmth, keeping it in underneath this little windproof liner. Now, this is a Brooks Utopia mitten. They made it a bunch of years ago. It's got a little bit of a windproof covering. You can't find it anymore. I have a couple pairs of them. I love that one, but there are others you can get still. Tracksmith made a no days off mitten, and it's the same concept. It's got a little bit of merino wool in there. Another one that you can get, and it doesn't have the windproof lining, unfortunately, but it's just a Smartwool knit mitten. The wind will go through it, but on most days, it's plenty to trap in that heat, keep you warm. And if you pair it with that glove liner from Smartwool, you're gonna have tons of heat for most conditions. When it gets down around 0, I'm still outside, and that's thanks to something like this. This is the Arc'teryx Venta mitten, and it has Gore-Tex Infinium liner in it, and it's a little bit of a brushed interior as well. So if I wear this, I oftentimes wear it without any glove underneath, but if you pair it with a glove, you're running outside straight down to 0 degrees Fahrenheit. It's really toasty in that case. Now, I didn't mention two things, and there's key reasons I'll tell you why. One is this little convertible mitten thing that you can get. A lot of people wear these, a lot of companies make them and sell them. It's just this thin little mitten that covers over it. It's got no warmth. It doesn't do much, and you just end up with cold hands anyway. And the little gloves that you often have, they're just for keeping a light wind off. So if you live in some place that's mild, you can probably get away with it. But if you live in the north, you're not gonna be able to get away with it. And then the last thing is any big insulated mitten or glove. I don't prefer those simply because they're heavy, they get wet, they get soaked with sweat, and they get stinky. Think like hockey player gear, kind of stinky. You can't turn those inside out easily to allow them to air out, and you're constantly washing them and then having to let them dry takes forever. So I don't recommend those. I recommend just getting a lightweight mitten that you can put over that lightweight glove, and you can run outdoors all year long.